Which of the following statement is incorrect? Which of the following statement is incorrect? Fourth statement is incorrect. How? K. For nth order reaction, units is mole 1 minus n, liter n minus 1, second inverse. For example, for first order reaction, n value take it as 0. Mole 1 minus 1, liter 1 minus 1, second inverse. That is, for first order reaction, units is second inverse. But here given as mole second inverse. Mole second inverse is the, molarity second inverse. These are the units for zero order reaction. For the reaction H2 plus I2 gives rise to 2 moles of HI. The equilibrium constant changes with. Equilibrium constant depends only on temperature. Equilibrium constant depends only on temperature according to Van 't Hoff's equation. K is equals to A into e power minus EA by RT. We know that for two different temperatures, log K2 by K1 is equals to EA by 2.303 R T2 minus T1 by T1 into T. The exact path of electron in 2p orbital cannot be determined. The above statement is based upon exact path of electron cannot be determined. It is based on Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Based on Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So exact path of an electron. Discussion about path of the electron. What's the reason? Correct answer is Heisenberg's principle. XeF2 and XeF6 are separately hydrolyzed. Then XeF2 gives O2, but XeF6 does not gives O2. So third option correct. An aqueous solution of copper sulfate is stirred with a silver spoon. Then no reaction occurs. Why? Because silver is less reactive than copper. Silver is less reactive than copper based on SRP values, standard reduction potential values. Remember here one point, a metal can only displace another metal from its salt solution if it is more reactive than the metal in the solution. H2O is polar whereas BeF2 is non-polar. It is because H2O BeF2. H2O is polar, BeF2 non-polar. H2O polar, mu value not equals to 0. Here, mu value is equals to 0. H2O, why mu value not equals to 0? Because H2O is angular shape. BeF2 is linear geometry. H2O structure. This is the H2O structure. This is BeF2 structure. Be fluorine, fluorine. So fourth option correct. A system absorbs 15 kilojoules of heat. Q value is given as 15 kilojoules at constant volume and temperature rises from 30 at constant volume and its temperature rises from 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. The value of delta U, calculate change in internal energy. According to first law of thermodynamics, delta U is equals to Q plus W, or it can be written as delta U is equals to W plus minus P delta V. Here observe the point. Chemical reaction takes place at constant volume. At constant volume. Means the value of delta V is equals to 0. Substitute delta V is equals to 0 minus P into 0. Then delta U is equals to Q. What is the value of Q given? 15 kilojoules. So the correct answer is third option. Which of the following statements are correct? Correct order of bond length. OH less than CH less than CO less than CC. Correct statement. XCF4 planar. Check it. Yes. XCF4 is planar. Square planar. XCF4 geometry is square planar geometry. And non-polar. Yes. For XCF4 mu value is equals to 0. Square planar. So this statement also correct. Bond order of OO bond is 2 in ozone. Calculate ozone bond order. Ozone possible structures, resonance structures, O double bond, O single bond, O single bond, O double bond, O. Bond order is equals to total number of bonds, because it is polyatomic molecule. Total number of bonds divides with number of resonating structures. Total number of bonds 3, number of resonance structures 2, 3 by 2 is equals to 1.5, but here given 2. So this statement wrong. Dipole moment of CO2 is greater than CCl4. Yes, this is also wrong. CO2, CCl4, both compounds dipole moment value is equals to 0. Mu value is equals to 0. Only 1 and 2 statements are correct. A compound used in making nylon has 43.8% oxygen. That means 100 grams of compound contains 43.8 grams of oxygen. There are 4 oxygen atoms per molecule. 4 oxygen atoms per molecule. 4 oxygen atoms weight 4 into 16 grams of oxygen. In that molecule, 4 oxygen atoms are present. Then what is its molecular weight? Simplify. 4 into 16 into 100 divides with 43.8. Simplify. You will get 146.12 gram per mole. So the correct option, fourth option. 1 kg of water under a nitrogen pressure of 1 atmosphere dissolves in 0.02 grams of nitrogen at 293 kelvins. Henry's law constant is. Calculate Henry's law constant. Partial pressure of N2 is equals to Kh into mole fraction of N2. What is the question? Calculate the Kh. Kh is equals to partial pressure of N2 by mole fraction of N2. Now partial pressure of N2 already we know. What is the partial pressure of N2? Partial pressure of N2 value is equals to 1. Now mole fraction of N2 calculate. Mole fraction of N2 is equals to number of moles of N2 by number of moles of N2 plus number of moles of water. We know that Henry's law is applicable. Henry's law is applicable only for dilute solutions. So in dilute solution, solute quantity is negligible. Based on that, mole fraction of N2 is equals to number of moles of N2 by number of moles of H2O. First calculate number of moles of N2. Number of moles of N2 is equals to weight by molecular weight. Weight of N2 how much given amma? Weight of N2 is 0.02. Molecular weight of N2 is 28. That is equals to 7.14 into 10 power minus 4 moles. After that, number of moles of H2O. Number of moles of H2O is equals to number of moles of N2. Weight of water is given as 1 kg, 1000 by 18. 1000 by 18 value 55.55 moles. Now mole fraction of N2 value calculate. Mole fraction of N2 is equals to 7.14 into 10 power minus 4 by 55.55. Simplify. Then you will get 1.286 into 10 power minus 5. Right. Now substitute here. Kh is equals to partial pressure of N2 is given as 1 by 1.286 into 10 power minus 5. 10 power minus 5 reciprocate 10 power plus 5. Now you can simplify. Then you will get 7.78 into 10 power 4 atmosphere. First option correct. If E naught AU plus by AU is 1.69, E naught AU 3 plus by AU is 1.40, then E naught AU plus by AU 3 plus is. First of all, check it. AU 3 plus converted to AU plus given as AU 3 plus converted to AU. Okay. AU 3 plus converted to AU. First, okay. AU 3 plus converted to AU plus is converted to AU. This is the complete reaction. Now check it. AU 3 plus is converted to AU. How many number of electrons are involved? 3 electrons are involved. This is N. E naught value. E naught value is given as 1.40 volts. After that, AU plus is converted to AU. N is equals to 1 and N1 value is equals to 1. E1 value is equals to 1.69 volts. AU3 plus is converted to AU. 3 electrons are converted to 1 electron, positive charge. Positive charge 3, positive charge 1. That means it gains 2 electrons. N2 value is equals to 2. N2 value is equals to 2. And E2 value is equals to question mark. What we know, delta G is equals to delta G1 plus delta G2 minus N of E is equals to minus N1 FE1 plus minus N2 FE2. So common minus F, then Ne is equals to N1 E1 plus N2 E2. Simplify. 3 into 1.4, 0 is equals to 1 into 1.69 plus 2 into E2. 4.20 is equals to 1.69 plus 2E2. Then E2 is equals to 4.20 minus 1.69 divides with 2. Now simplify. Simplify, then you will get 1.255. Which value 1.255? AU3 plus is converted to AU plus. This is for AU3 plus converted to AU plus. But question is AU plus is converted to AU3 plus. So reverse the reaction. AU plus is converted to AU3 plus. Then change the sign. Minus 1.255. Fourth option correct. The enthalpy change on freezing of 1 mole of water at 2 degrees Celsius to ice at minus 2 degrees Celsius is given enthalpy of fusion value 6 kilojoules at 0 degrees Celsius. Cp is equals to 75.3 joules. Cp H2O solid 36.8 joules. Answer is given in terms of kilojoules. What is given? Freezing of 1 mole of water at 2 degrees Celsius to ice at minus 2 degrees Celsius. Here, 3 steps are involved. Step 1. Cool water from 2 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. Change in enthalpy. Delta H is equals to NCP delta T. Then 1 mole, N value 1. What is the Cp value? 75.3. Delta T, change in temperature 0 to 0 minus 2. Then you will get simplify. You will get minus 150.6 joules. But answer is given in terms of kilojoules. Converted to kilojoules minus 0.1506 kilojoules. Step 2. Freeze water at 0 degrees Celsius to ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Enthalpy of fusion. Enthalpy of fusion. Value how much given, amma? Enthalpy of fusion is equals to minus 6 kilojoules. Okay. Now third step. 2 to 0 degrees, 0 degrees to 0 degrees. Water, ice, both are exist. So now third step, cool ice from 0 degrees Celsius to minus 2 degrees Celsius. Delta H is equals to NCP delta T. Ice, here cool water. That's the reason Cp value take liquid. Here cool ice solid. 1 into solid Cp value is 36.8 into delta T into delta T value minus 2 minus 0. Simplify, then you will get minus 73.6 joules, or converted to kilojoules minus 0.0736 kilojoules. Now what is the question? Enthalpy change. Total enthalpy change. Delta H total is equals to minus 0.1506 plus minus 6 plus minus 0.0736. Simplify, then you will get a minus 6.22 kilojoules. First option correct. Assertion, sucrose is a disaccharide and non-reducing sugar. Correct. Sucrose involves glycosidic linkage between C1 of beta D glucose, not C1 of beta D glucose, C1 of alpha D glucose, C2 of alpha fructose. Wrong. Assertion true, reason false. Among the following mismatched combinations, chlorophyll, cobalt is given. Wrong. In chlorophyll, magnesium is present in 2 plus form. Hardness of water, EDTA, correct. Photography, AgCN2 minus, wrong. In photography, they are using AgS2O3 taken twice, 3 minus. Wilkinson catalyst, PPH3 taken thrice, RHCl, correct. Chelating ligand, D-pencilamine, correct. Mismatched, A and C, first option. In alkaline medium, MnO4 minus oxidized I minus ion into IO3 minus ion. In alkaline medium, I minus converted to IO3 minus. In acidic medium, I minus is converted to I2. A buffer solution is prepared in which the concentration of ammonia. First of all, ammonia. Ammonia is a base. Base concentration is given as 0.30 molar, and the concentration of NH4 plus ammonium ion is considered as a salt. Salt concentration is 0.20 molar. If the equilibrium constant of Kb value is given as 1.8 into 10 power minus 5, then pH of the solution is, given buffer is basic buffer, so POH is equals to pKb plus log of salt concentration by base concentration. pKb, first calculate pKb, negative log of Kb, 1.8 into 10 power minus 5, minus into minus plus 5 log 10 minus log 1.8, 5 log 1.8 value 0.255, log 2 value 0.3010, nearby value log 1.8. Simplify, then you will get 4.745 nearly. Now we know the pKb value, 4.745 plus log of salt concentration 0.2, acid concentration 0.3. It can be written as log 2 by 3. 4.745 plus log 2 by 3. Log 2 value is 0.3010. Log 3 value is 0.4770. 4.745 plus 0. Log 2 minus log 3. 0.3010 minus 0.4770. Simplify, you will get 4.569. This is pOH value. But question is calculate pH. pH is equals to 14 minus 4.569. Then you will get 9.43. Third option correct. The following statements are correct. In group 15 elements, covalent and ionic radii increases down the group, but there is small increases from antimony to bismuth. This is correct. Check once the atomic properties. Ionization enthalpy of group 15 elements is less than group 14 elements. Wrong. Group 15 elements, nitrogen family. Group 14 elements, carbon family. Nitrogen family ionization enthalpy is more compared with carbon family because of half-filled electronic configuration. Group 15 elements electronegativity decreases from nitrogen to antimony with increasing atomic size. Correct. In group 15 elements metallic character increases down the group. Correct. A, C, D are correct. NiPPH3 taken by Cl2 is paramagnetic complex. Identify incorrect statements about this complex. Given complex is in the form of Ma2B2. Ma2B2 and it is a tetrahedral complex. Tetrahedral complex. Hybridization by the hybridization is sp3. Tetrahedral complexes does not exhibits geometrical isomerism. Exhibits geometrical isomerism. So first option is incorrect. Incorrect statement only. The calculated spin only magnetic moment. Here calculate Ni. Ni is in +2 oxidation state. Argon 3d8. Now tetrahedral complex Eg bottom, T2G is at top. Total number of electrons 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means T2G4 Eg also Eg4 T2G4. Bottom one is Eg, top is T2G. Eg4 T2G4. Here how many unpaired electrons are present? 2 unpaired electrons are present. So mu value is 2.82. Correct. The geometrical arrangement of ligons in the complex is similar to that in NiCO4. NiCO4. Yes, both are tetrahedral complexes. That's the reason this statement is also correct. The calculated crystal field splitting energy of nickel. Okay, calculate crystal field splitting energy is equals to minus 0.6 into x plus 0.4 into y delta t. 4 electrons, 4 electrons. Simplify. Minus 0.6 into 4 plus 0.4 into 4. Minus 2.4 plus 1.6. Difference minus 0.8 delta t because it is tetrahedral complex, but here delta O is given, octahedral complex is given. That's the reason this statement is also incorrect. A, D statements incorrect. On passing a gas X Through Nessler's reagent in alkaline medium, a brown precipitate is obtained. Brown precipitate is obtained. The gas X is ammonia gas. Match the following electronic configurations and electron gain enthalpy is given. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, neon, 2p6, 3s1, 2p6, 3s1, this is sodium. 1s2, 2s2, 2p5, fluorine, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, oxygen. Now, neon is a noble gas. Noble gases electron gain enthalpy value is positive. So, A4, A. After that, fluorine. About fluorine, I am talking about C. Fluorine, electron gain enthalpy, 7A group element. 7A group elements electron gain enthalpy is more because of its small size. More negative electron gain enthalpy. Based on that, C2, A4C2, third option. Delta G naught for the cell with the cell reaction. E naught values are given. No? Calculate delta G naught value. What is the formula? Delta G naught is equals to minus NF E naught. Here half cell reactions are given. Half cell electrode potentials. E naught cell is equals to E cathode minus E anode. Cathode, high SRP electrode is acts as cathode, low SRP electrode is acts as anode. That is equals to 0.344 minus 0.76. That is equals to 1.104 volts. Now substitute here minus 2 into 96500 into 1.104. Simplify, then you will get minus 21307 joules, or it can be also written as minus 2.13 into 10 power 5 joules. Second option, correct option. The correct IP1 of the following: given magnesium, aluminum, phosphorus, silicon, sulfur. Third period elements are given. Third period elements are sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur. Here sodium is not given, given magnesium. Magnesium belongs to 2A group element. 2A group elements electronic configuration NS2. 3A, 4A, 5A. 5A group elements electronic configuration is NS2NP3. This is 6A. Generally, ionization potential is inversely proportional to atomic size, directly proportional to stable electronic configuration. We know that IP1 order, 2A group ionization potential value is more compared with 3A group. Even 5A group ionization enthalpy value is more compared with 6A group because of its 2A and 5A electronic configurations, stable electronic configurations. Based on that, compared with aluminum, magnesium ionization potential is more, stable electronic configuration. Silicon, compared with sulfur, phosphorus ionization potential is more. Correct option, first option. The element with electronic configuration xenon 4f14 5d1 6s2 belongs to F block. Lutetium, the element name. Pt NH3 taken twice Cl2 will not show geometrical isomerism. Wrong statement. This is shows exhibit geometrical isomerism. Cisplatin and transplatin exhibits geometrical isomerism. All square planar complexes of the type Ma2B2 show geometrical isomerism. This is correct. Octa tetrahedral. All tetrahedral complexes does not exhibits. Does not exhibits. A false or true. The electronegativity values for elements from silicon to lead decreases down the group. Wrong. Electronegativity order is carbon greater than silicon is equals to nearly equals to germanium nearly equals to lead. Germanium nearly equals to tin less than lead. Once check the atomic properties. Carbon, silicon, germanium reacts violently with water. No, this is also wrong. Unaffected by water. Both the statements are incorrect. Identify incorrect statement among the following. Boron generally form predominantly covalent compounds. Correct. Boron readily forms cation in their compounds. No, incorrect. This is incorrect statement. Why? What is the reason? The reason is the first three ionization enthalpies sum is extremely high in case of boron. That's the reason it does not form cation. Match the following. All groups are attached to benzene ring only. First of all, check about O minus. O minus is plus I group as well as plus M group. OCH3, about OCH3. OCH3 is minus I group plus M group. NO minus I group minus M group. COCH3 COOCH3. This is also minus I group minus M group. Based on this, the correct option is first option. Which one of the following pair does not represents a pair of functional group isomers? This is functional group isomer. Ethanol and ethanol. Yes, functional group isomer. Methyl methanoate and ethanoic acid. Functional group isomer. Fourth one not. Why? Because propanamide. Propanamide formula is CH3, CH2, CO, NH2. Next, N-methyl methanamide formula is HC double bond O, N-methyl, CH3, C2H5. Total here 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons, but here 3 carbons only. The number of possible alkyne isomers for fifth member of alkyne series is, how many are possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are possible, but there is no 7 option. You can observe the point. 3-methyl pent-19. You can take 3-methyl pent-19, CH triple bond, C, C, H, CH3, CH2, CH3. This carbon is considered as chiral carbon atom. So both it gives D and L forms. Structural isomers. Structural isomers 7 are possible. Stereo. For this compound, one more image is possible. 1. 7 plus 1 is equals to 8. So this compound is considered as possible isomers 2. One is D form, second one is L form. Identify the most stable carbocation among the following is. Among the following, here fluorine is electron withdrawing group. So stability of carbocation stability directly proportional to electron donating group, inversely proportional to electron withdrawing group. So second option ruled out. CH3 electron donating group, NH2 electron donating group, OH also electron donating group. In this, strong electron donating group is NH2. Why? Because nitrogen contains lone pair of electrons. Carbon does not contain lone pair of electrons. Sir, oxygen is also contains lone pair of electrons. Yes, oxygen is also contains lone pair of electrons. At the same time, oxygen is more electronegative element. Oxygen is more electronegative element compared with nitrogen. Absence of lone pairs, it is ruled out. Oxygen lone pairs are present, but oxygen is more electronegative than nitrogen based on the third option. Among the following compounds, identify the correct order of reactivity towards electrophilic substitution reaction. Reactivity towards electrophilic substitution. Reactivity towards electrophilic substitution is directly proportional to presence of electron donating group at ortho and para position. Ortho and para position inversely proportional to ortho position and inversely proportional to presence of electron withdrawing group. Presence of electron withdrawing group at ortho and para position. Now identify electron donating groups and withdrawing groups. C double bond O. C double bond O is electron withdrawing group. Oxygen, here oxygen contains lone pairs, electron donating group. Oxygen contains lone pair, even nitrogen is also contain electron donating group, lone pairs. So here two electron donating groups, here one electron donating group. With respect to ring, this is ortho position. This is at ortho position. So C is more reactive, C after A after D, D after B. Third option correct. Which is true for the following isomeric forms 1 and 2 respectively. First one is given as trans, second one is given as cis. Remember, dipole moment, cis is greater than trans. Boiling point, cis greater than trans. Melting point, trans greater than cis. Stability, trans greater than cis. Based on this, the correct option is third option. An organic compound A, when treated with nitrous acid, gave alcohol and N2 gas is evolved. On warming with chloroform alcoholic KOH, that means compound A gives positive carbyl amine test. Positive carbyl amine test means that is 1 degree aliphatic amine or aromatic amine. Given first option is 2 degrees, so wrong. Fourth option is 3 degree, wrong. Either second option or third option. Which on reduction give isopropyl? Isopropyl is possible in case of 3 only. Second one gives propylamine. But isopropylamine if you want, then take this compound treated with chloroform CHCl3KOH, then it gives CH3 taken twice, CHNC. Which on reduction gives CH, CH3, CH3, NHCH3. Third option. Statement 1. Benzene diazonium chloride reacts with aniline in acidic medium, gives para-amino-azobenzene. This is coupling reaction. Coupling reaction. Once revise the coupling reaction, gives yellow in color. Correct. Reaction of benzene diazonium chloride with aniline in acidic medium is an example of electrophilic aromatic substitution. Correct. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct. Because here C6H5 N2 plus behaves as electrophile. That's the reason it undergoes electrophilic aromatic substitution. Identify incorrect statement among the incorrect statement by from the following conversion. Tectolene C6H5CH3 reacts with KMnO4, OH minus, side chain oxidation takes place and it gives benzoic acid. Irrespective of carbon chain length, side chain oxidation takes place. Reacts with SOCl2, break the bond between carbon and OH group and it gives COCl, acid chloride. Acid chloride reacts with H2, PDBSO4. It is Rosenman reduction and it gives aldehyde, CH2. Product Z is benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde is a aromatic aldehyde. Aromatic aldehydes gives negative result with Fahling's test. So fourth option. Identify incorrect statement among the following. This is 3 degree alcohol, this is 1 degree alcohol, can be separated by Lucas reagent. Correct. This is unsaturated compound and this is saturated compound differentiated by Bayer's reagent. Correct. After that, alkyne with acidic hydrogen, terminal alkyne, acidic hydrogen. Here there is no acidic hydrogen, so separated by Tolen's reagent. N-propylamine and isopropylamine are differentiated by Hinsberg's reagent. This is incorrect. Why? N-propylamine, meth, eth, prop, N-propylamine, this is isopropylamine. This is isopropylamine. Both are 1 degree amines only. The number of moles of Grignard reagent consumed per mole of the compound. Here what is present? Alcohol group is present. Alcohol group requires 1 mole of Grignard reagent. Alcohol after cyanide group is present. Cyanides are also requires 1 mole of Grignard reagent. After that, here carbonyl ketone group is present. Ketone group is also requires 1 mole of Grignard reagent. Finally, this is ester group. This is ester. Ester requires 2 moles of Grignard reagent. So total number of moles, how many moles? 5 moles of Grignard reagent. Third option correct. Here note down, first one is esters. Esters after acyl chlorides. Acyl chloride after acid anhydride. These functional groups requires 2 moles of Grignard reagent, 2 moles of RMGX. Arrange the following compounds in order of reactivity towards SN2. What is the condition? Electron withdrawing group more favors. After that, heteroatom at alpha position favors. Here both are 1 degree only, 1 degree alkyl halide. This is considered as a bulky group. Bulky group less favors. So based on this, A greater than, B greater than, C greater than D. Identify incorrect statements. Formation of RCl from alcohol by reaction with SOCl2 is the best method. This is correct statement only. This is aryl halide. This is alkyl halide. Aryl halides are more reactive towards SN1 mechanism. This is incorrect statement. Inversion of cane sugar takes place during SN2 mechanism at alpha chiral carbon. This is also correct statement. Backside attack of nucleophile takes place. Reaction of bromine with cyclohexane in the presence of sunlight. Bromine in the presence of sunlight favors allylic or benzylic substitution. So based on that, B statement wrong, D statement wrong. Which reaction proceeds through free radical mechanism? HBr peroxide follows anti-Markovnikov's rule. Anti-Markovnikov's rule proceeds through free radical mechanism. HCl peroxide, except HBr peroxide, remaining all peroxides follows Markovnikov's rule. Markovnikov's rule follows electrophilic addition. So second statement not follows. Pyrolysis of alkanes. Yes, pyrolysis of alkanes follows. Whole base electrolysis of aqueous solution of sodium salt of carboxylic acid follows. Reaction with bromine to alkene at high temperature follows. Halogenation of alkanes in the presence of sunlight, in the presence of light, follows free radical mechanism. Reaction of alkyl halide with sodium metal in the presence of dry ether, Wurtz reaction follows free radical mechanism. So based on that, except B, remaining all follows free radical mechanism. For an elementary reaction, X gives rise to Y plus Z. The half-life period is 10 minutes. In what period of time would the concentration of X be reduced to 20% of original concentration? What is the formula? Tf is equals to 0.693 by K. K is equals to 0.693 by Tf. No. 0.693 divides with 10, that is equals to 0.0693 K value. Minute inverse. Now integrated rate equation of first order reaction, K is equals to 2.303 by T log of R naught by R. T is equals to 2.303 by 0.0693 log of R naught value. R naught value 100, R value 20. 5 times log 5 value 0.6990. 2.303 into 0.6990 by 0.0693. Simplify, you will get 23 point something. Second option correct option. Statement 1. In the balanced redox reaction, AS2S3 ASO4 3 minus and sulfur related. AS2S3 is converted to SO4 2 minus. Remaining elements oxidation state same. Now calculate the n factor value. Calculate 2x is equals to 6, x is equals to plus 3, x minus 8 is equals to minus 3, x is equals to plus 5, plus 5 plus 3, difference is 2, left side 2 arsenic atoms are present, so here this half n factor value is 4. Here again AS2S3, x is equals to plus 3, SO4 2 minus, x minus 8 is equals to minus 2, x is equals to plus 6. Difference is 3 multiple with 2. Wait. But here don't calculate arsenic oxidation state. Here sulfur oxidation state calculate. So sulfur oxidation state, each arsenic is 3. 6 plus 3x is equals to 0. X is equals to minus 2. Oxidation number difference 8. Multiple with 3. N factor value is equals to 24. Total n factor is equals to NF1 plus NF2. 4 plus 24 is equals to 28. Statement 1 correct. Statement 2. H2O2 can act as oxidant as well as reductant. Both are correct. Mass of 60% weight by weight concentrated nitric acid solution that should be used to prepare 500 ml of 1 molar HNO3. Molarity is equals to weight of the solute by molecular weight of the solute into 1000 by volume in terms of ml. Molarity 1 molar, weight calculate, molecular weight of HNO3 63 into 1000 by volume in ml 500. Simplify. X value will get 31.5 grams. What is given? Mass of 60%. 100 grams of initial HNO3 solution has 60 grams of HNO3. HNO3 solution contains 60 grams of HNO3. Then what is the question? What is the mass of the solution? If HNO3 mass is 31.5 grams, then simplify. 31.5 into 100 by 60. Then you will get 52.5 grams. First up, match the following. According to VSEPR theory, sigma bonds and lone pairs participate in hybridization. Now, what is given? First one, 2 sigma bonds plus 1 lone pair gives 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. 3 hybrid orbitals. Hybridization, sp2 hybridization with 1 lone pair. sp2 hybridization with 1 lone pair. Angular geometry. sp2 with one lone pair, angular, a2, remove second option, fourth option. After that, 2 sigma bonds, 3 lone pairs, 5 hybrid orbitals, sp3d hybridization with 3 lone pairs. Geometry is T shape, T geometry. A2, B3, third option correct. Remaining you can check. The minimum pH necessary to cause a precipitate of PbOH twice Ksp is equals to 1.2 into 10 power minus 5 to form in a 0.12 molar PbNO3 twice solution is. Both cases lead is common ion. First of all, Ksp of PbOH twice, Ksp is equals to Pb2 plus ion concentration into OH minus ion concentration. 2 OH minus ions are present, so whole square. Ksp value is 1.2 into 10 power minus 15. Pb2 plus due to common ion effect, this is taken as Pb2 plus ion concentration 0.12 into OH minus whole square. No, OH minus whole square is equals to 1.2 into 10 power minus 5, not minus 15. 10 power minus 5 by 0.12. Simplify, then you will get 10 power minus 4 OH minus ion concentration whole square. OH minus ion concentration is equals to 10 power minus 2. Then POH is equals to 2. pH is equals to 14 minus 2, 12. Correct option, third option. Thank you.